that happiness also turned into hustle, immediate hustle. I had never worked harder in my life to get my hustle on. So, and I've made, in my lifetime, I've made a good amount of money without what you would consider a real job, you know, and I've been able to see the world at the same time. So I do get the perspective of a real job because there is a whole deal of security and the fact that, okay, I'm getting paid every 2 weeks or whenever it is that I get paid, and you don't really have to worry so much about the hustle. You know, because the hustle can be stressing. And, you know, I've seen a lot of people lose their hairlines, you know, over the hustle. And I've seen a lot of people, especially B-boys and B-girls, that think that life is one big episode of Beach Street. And you know, when you don't have insurance and all those things that a real job would give you automatically, then you have to make the right decisions as you make that money and buy your insurance and put money away and have some investments and things like that. It all depends on your approach, whether you have the real job or the hustle. Because there are a lot of people with real jobs that live from check to check, and they live to just party, and they fuck up their whole lives. And they're just like functional drug addicts. So you just never know. Either side has its demons.
Are there any questions, sir? Oh, sorry. Any questions so far? Or everybody is enjoying the ride? Cool. Yeah. Nah, this is funny because like I saw this interview with Nick. You might know him from Rugged Solutions, and I think he's battling right now in the Seven to Smoke. Oh no, not the Seven to Smoke, in the UK Champs. But no, he did an interview and he said, actually, for me, it's like the opposite to choose this as a career when I compare myself to somebody like Nguyen, who's also here from Brazil, and he pretty much didn't have nothing, and for him it was a way out, and he says, for me it's just like this most stupidest thing to do because I have education, I live in a good society, and now I sort of ruin my perspective on that education.
But you can't help what you love. That's the thing.
So I mean, you're a victim.
When I say a real job, I mean really a normal job. So I earn much more doing my actual job than I do doing this hip hop thing. So it's actually a choice because I enjoy doing this. I like the traveling and meeting up with people, and the whole community is like an extended family for me. Even though my family unit's still strong, dysfunctional but strong, right?
We all are.
Right. But this is actually a choice for me. This isn't like I had to do this or anything.
Cool. But you know, with Nguyen, if he did get hurt, the fact that he does have his education is the difference between him and someone that doesn't and didn't finish, because Nguyen...
Nick.
Oh, Nick. Okay, I'm sorry.
Right.
Oh, so he made the... Okay,
like
either way,
yeah.
the person with the education still has the option of falling back into the workforce much easier than the person without. You know, and that person without may be the one that got hurt and busted his Achilles or busted his knees. And then what?
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
McDonald's.
Alright. Yeah, like I had some more like almost stupid questions, because that are the kind of questions you can never answer, like would you do it again?
Yes.
Yeah, but you don't know anything else, so.
No, I do. I have a normal job.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, you answer.
Do what again?
Go from beginning to where you are now.
I would have finished college.
Cool.
I would have finished college, yeah. If I could do it again, I would do that, because I can set the rules, but it's like being a B-boy or a B-girl that's a leader of a crew. It's hard to tell people to go battle and how they should battle if you haven't done it yourself, and you can't lead in a manner that allows them to be the best that they can when it comes time to battle. You know, if I'm gonna keep telling people, you know, I'm fortunate that their parents are behind the people in Rocksteady, because since I didn't finish university, anyone can say, well, you didn't do it. You know, but then I have to have the answer after that and say, yeah, but this is the result of me not doing it. And I don't want this to happen to you. So, you know, I would do that over again.
Cool, fair enough. Let me see. Yeah, I was now gonna make the step to the new generation, and I wanted to do that with an example, which we're gonna pull out on the YouTube. Cause
Are we gonna practice now?
what do you want to practice?
We're gonna look at YouTube and just practice? Oh.
You might have missed that one.
It's gonna be terror.
Yeah. Look it up. Lex practicing watching YouTube. It's hilarious.
It's so wrong, bro.
He's watching YouTube, and that's why he's so good actually. Where you going?
I'm giving them.
Oh yeah, okay.
Being considerate.
Yeah, that's good.
I didn't learn that.
First, let's. What do you do?
Huh?
He's being nosy. I'm being
I'm
considerate.
shining my hair because I still got it. Because I'm not stressed.
I don't know. We're all a bit tired. I keep telling people there's no S in IBE. S meaning sleep. So yeah.
That's your joke?
Renegade, don't even go there. This is sorry. I just shut up and show the YouTube. No, you sort of tell the people what happened with Terra against.
I was gonna
Lily.
write a piece called "Hip Hop Ruined My Life" because ruined. I would have been working for NASA if it wasn't for hip hop, right? But I would do it all again. I'm just saying. That was your last question.
No, that
Yeah, but your hairline would have
You
been
want to talk about the
gone.
next one? Yeah, right.
Yeah, we were gonna make a little bridge here, and just because you were one of the people that responded very heavily online on what happened, so give a little introduction.
Okay, Terra is 6 years old. She's in my crew, so she's one of mine, and she battled against Lilu, a kid from Holland, you probably know, blah blah blah.
And it went viral.
And it went viral the next day, and
Look at the titles in the back. Why?
why?
Because how it's being.
37,000 viewers.
Yeah.
No, it was millions.
There's one that has millions, but it says baby or what did it say?
Humiliates other boy, whatever.
Yeah,
No,
kills.
no.
Okay, finish your story.
But anyway, it went viral. There was millions of views and newspapers and all this crap, and the scene kind of went a bit crazy, right?
Yeah, like most people, like there were comments of b-boys like, oh the people I have on Facebook, like, is now all of a sudden everybody getting this clip on his Facebook from people that never sent them clips, like your family and friends, and look what I saw, and
Have you
you
seen
breakdance, right? And it came from everywhere.
Yeah, people were like, do you know this person? I'm like, yeah, she's in my crew.
Okay, so let's first. You probably all saw it, I guess, but we watched it again. We just watched the whole thing, not the small thing, and then.
It's going to be 37,058 views.
Right.
L'homme s'appelle B-Boy Lilou.
Lilou Junior, faites du bruit!
Oh.
Ah, il salue son public. Il va affronter une fille. Vous êtes là les filles? Il y a des filles ce soir?
Un prodige, un prodige.
Mais attention, c'est la Benjamine. Elle n'a que 6 ans.
Yes.
Elle break.
Lilou is
Sa sœur
12.
était déjà une breakeuse, forcément c'est comme ça que ça se passe.
And he's
Et elle
from
fait partie
Holland.
d'un groupe qui s'appelle les Soul
Soul
Maverick,
Maverick.
les Dragonaz. Elle est là ce soir, faites du bruit pour Terra qui vient d'Angleterre.
Represent UK. Elle est dangereuse. Ouvrez bien vos yeux.
Oui,
Et Tilo.
ça promet.
Terra, you start, please, mon dick. Let's go.
C'est Terra qui commence, alors du bruit s'il vous plaît.
Et ouvrez bien vos yeux, elle est dangereuse.
technique. Technique.
Ah, ça fait mal. Ah, ça fait très mal.
Don't sweat the technique.
Don't sweat the technique.
Let us put together all keep the cause. I'm also a sculpture.
Tout le monde debout. Tout le monde debout. Tout le monde debout. Tout le monde debout.
Who got the brew? Who got the brew?
Oh, ça fait mal. Ça.
Word.
I don't want all that.
So,
Really?
I think, yeah, that's something that.
Who won that battle?
She won.
Yeah, she won. She won, and the clip that went viral basically focused mainly on her doing this gesture and pushing Lilu back and busting a head spin. So it pretty much was a throwback to what happened in the 80s, almost. I think to people like you, Kevin. I don't know how you experienced that, but what happened is the media just took it out of context, totally wrote about, yes, he killed the opponent and he humiliated him. And basically the biggest concern then, I think, of you, Kevin, was the not concern for their feelings, of that they're kids and they're part of something.
I called the newspaper and I got them to change the website. Because I felt that strongly about it. Like, if you're a young boy and they're at that formative age where they're just finding themselves, right? And then something like that happens, on a normal day, it's just whatever, you can just carry on. But when the media is like on this savage attack of humiliation and destroys and all these kind of superlatives, it's like, it's too much. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, she's 6 years old, he's 12 years old, they're just having a bit of fun. I mean, it's for us, it's just another day, right? But when the media got hold of it, they turned it into something else, and I didn't like it, so I called them up and said to change it.
Well, it's big too. If you see the flying cameras and they're just little kids on a stage like that, I mean, it's never been that big in a sense. So, and how did they respond? Did the
They
paper
had to do
respond?
it. I'm quite
direct.
I'm articulate, bro.
Okay. So what did they do?
Word.
What did they change?
They changed the wording.
Oh, they rewrote.
They had to.
You know, see, here's a problem that I have with it. Well, it's two things. Number one, we're talking about a media that probably wouldn't cover it otherwise, and they probably just stumbled upon the video that went out there.
Viral, yeah.
You know, they probably saw, okay, wow, this is trending right now. Let's jump on this. They don't know what the deal is anyway, because I think the bigger picture is technically, and I would say Tara has more character than the other kid. Not that he was bad, But technically, if Tara was a 12-year-old boy doing the same moves, Tara would have lost because she wasn't as technically sound as him. So the judging was bad to begin with. I mean, you know, she's adorable, she's cute, but you know, she also started crumping. You know, there were certain things like transitions. I'm just looking at it from the perspective of what we do. Transition-wise, a lot of the transitions were like little stutters from move to move. And I think she's a prodigy, definitely. She's gonna be slamming people hardcore, but I don't think she lost. And I think the bigger picture is like, you know, for them in the future, he actually has to deal with going through that in a battle that he probably really won. If they would have noted him as the winner, if the judges would have done their job the way they were supposed to and really look at the dance for what you're supposed to do, this probably would have been different. So it can fall back on us for announcing a winner in the manner that it was done. So we, I think, have to take responsibility in that as well, as a community. Right. So that's my opinion.
Yeah, and just to give a picture of the backlash or just the result of this, that it went viral, can you sum up what offers this dad got and what he did with Tara so far? Because
they got
and grab the text.
A load of stuff to go on the Ellen show and Good Morning America and all this stuff. But I basically said
they went to the
yeah,
stage,
to do the Ellen show. Yeah, but the reason I said to do that one is because, and this is a different discussion, I think our scene's in a crisis, personally, and we need some new blood. So the long picture for me is for this movie, Battle of the Year, to do well, and for kids like Tara to maybe inspire some younger kids or whatever, because we need some new blood in the scene. That's just my opinion, it's a different discussion. But that's why I said to do the Ellen one. It wasn't paid or anything like that. They didn't make £1 million.
They got iPads.
They got 2 iPads. Yeah.
But see,
big gift bag. I saw it.
I don't know if you guys saw this on the Ellen show, but the most hysterical moment or just beautiful moment was when Ellen asked Tara, "So what do you want to be in the future?" And she answered, "A mermaid." And that just shows that we, like, when I was just watching that, and I judged quite a lot of battles, at a certain moment you switch. It happens pretty fast. You just start looking at what she does. It's just another dancer. So we also forget that it's a kid. Most people probably don't forget that it's a kid because they're not looking from dance perspective. They just look, oh wow, a cute factor, like only 6, ooh, attitude. But I just forget. So I also forget that I was shocked that she wanted to be a mermaid, and then just like, wow, okay.
She is a baby.
She is, yeah.
She's the only baby in that baby battle, actually.
So
she's actually a baby.
So there you go. It's almost being so deep in it. It's what you say. It's just another day. But we also forget that it's just freaking 6-year-olds. Yeah. It's not normal. Anyways. Yeah. Oh yeah, you had another solution to, because you were also concerned about the comments in the YouTube.
The comments are unacceptable on YouTube, on World Star Hip Hop and all this kind of crap. It's like
World Star.
If I had my way, it's another discussion again. But if I had my way, comments would be disabled on YouTube for everything because nobody's got anything nice to say, right?
Depends on the subject.
But yeah, that's a completely different debate.
Because if you see some twerking, you'd be like, oh, that's dope, that's dope.
I don't. Yeah, you can say it's dope, but not, our ass is too fat or some shit, you know? But
you can only twerk with a fat ass. Okay?
Yeah, but it might be too fat.
And it has to have cellulite. It has to have cellulite. No real twerker doesn't have cellulite.
But I think they should disable the comments. They should definitely disable the comments on young dancers, like 100%. Because when you're a young dancer and footage goes up, you want to have a look, right? It's like your little moment. and then you see all these people, how crap you are and how terrible you look and blah blah blah, and maybe your hair's not done properly or whatever it is, and it's going to affect a young mind, and I think it's unacceptable.
But you know, at the same time, knowing what we are as a people and as human beings and how we function and how we act and how easy it is for us to act on our lower nature, we also have to remember when you do put a kid on stage, you have to you don't have to accept it, but you have to be aware that repercussions, you know, I've been dealing with people hating me since I was 12 years old, you know, 10 years old. And I've learned to have a tough skin, you know, as a result. But I also grew up in a kind of a, you know, rough environment where I had no choice but to, like, you know, man up. But if you put your child on a platform like that, you have to expect that.
Yeah, but on any given
with
day,
fame,
it might not go viral.
No, yeah, but either way, with fame, something's gonna happen, good and bad. That's without a doubt. And you kind of have to see. That's the difference. It's like I wasn't prepped for this, but since we lived it, we can pull those kids to the side and say, "Look, understand why this happened, and this is the nature of this. Do you still want to do this?" And give them the option by breaking it down to them. I didn't have that option of you know, I didn't know that I was gonna be shot at. People were gonna try to stab me. I was gonna be fighting on trains and fighting in the streets. I didn't know all these things as I was getting ghetto status. You know, that went with the territory. You get fame, you get the praise, and you get the knuckleheads coming at you too. So I think within the entertainment world, I mean, look, these people, it was Rihanna. They showed something of her in a newspaper the other day, and it said, Rihanna gets cheeky. She was at the beach, she had a bikini on, and the wind blew up and blew her shirt up, and they almost make it seem as if she was purposely trying to show her ass, like at the beach. So, the nature of the beast, I mean, you know, at the end of the day, we live within the belly of the beast. Anyone here that gets fame, you gotta expect something to come that's negative, because as human beings, we're not that evolved.
Oh.
Security!
Yeah, you know.
No, I mean, just, you know,
Come on, computer there.
we're not that mentally evolved as humans yet, you know, so we gotta kind of deal with it and try to
I just think it's
take
about
them under our
reduction.
wing.
It's about reduction. Like,
But we don't have that much control. We could say whatever, but at the end of the day, it's some powerful ass Caucasian dude that's running that company, you know?
No, but
And they're
disabling
dealing with,
comments
like,
on
yo,
YouTube is
what's gonna
manageable.
get us some money? What's gonna make these people click on this so many times? And when they click on it, on the side of that stream, they're gonna see a Coca-Cola ad. As that screen thing pops up, that's all they care about. What it is doesn't matter. But when they find out that something goes viral, so it's like, okay, we're gonna pay a little extra money because we know that people are clicking on that stream right there, that video. So make sure our Coca-Cola ad shows up, and here's $100,000.
True.
And they support it. And it's messed up, but that's the world we live in. But it is still up to us to take these shorties under our wing and just say, hey, look, this is what's going on. And give them a good understanding of how to mentally prepare for it and know that it isn't even personal. It's just stupid-ass people out there.
Words.
cool.
Yeah. Can you also say something about your haters shirt? You love haters singing?
Oh no, they make me
That's the
famous.
same thing. Haters make me famous.
Of course,
right?
But I was when the terror thing happened, the first thing I thought about was damage limitation. So I contacted
Sorry,
the guy.
was what?
Damage limitation.
Yeah.
So I called the newspaper and I said, change the wording. Right, I'm not going to say take the thing down. I don't have that kind of power, right? But you're going to change the wording. And I hit the guy up and I said, disable the comments. And already that's limitation. I can't stop the world from spinning.
I commend you on that. That's
Yeah, like another thing that Tyrone used to do when we did like the kids battles, is he would have the final always a three-way.
Mhm.
So there would be two losers. because we've seen so many times, and so the losers would be in the majority basically. So because usually the kid who makes it all the way to the final is gonna cry very, very hard when he loses, and of course that's part of the game, and you understand it. But you know,
I mean, it depends on how you were brought up, because I was losing very young.
Times have changed, bro.
Yeah, but I was losing. I lost against my heroes, and I was like, I'm gonna practice. I'm gonna come back even better. You know?
Of course. I mean, you should only protect them so far. Of course, that's part of the thing. But at the same time, I think in the States, in a comparison with Europe, I don't know if it's correct, but that's
it's only parts of the States, because trust me, we got some straight up soft people in the States too. Like, I'm just trying to express myself. They don't like me.
True.
In that voice as well.
Okay, true that. Well, maybe because we sort of like ran out of time.
Already?
We still have some time, but
Any questions?
maybe are there suggestions from the audience, like how you would protect the youth, or yeah.
I would like to say something, because I battled Tara last week, actually. And, yeah, I was in the UK.
Did you win?
No, I gave it to her. And
Okay.
I really like what Lex said, because I felt the same way. If she was a 12-year-old girl even, they wouldn't have given it up. But because she's 6, they overlooked that. So I just want to touch base on the judges. And the judges that we have judging nowadays.
Who's judging that day? Throw them out there. Come on.
B-Girl Angel, Tim, Tiny Tim, and All Styles Dancer.
Okay, All Styles dancers shouldn't have been doing it. But you know, a lot of judges, it's very hard for a person that, let's say, cares about how the people are gonna look at him or her when they vote in the direction of the person that's not the child. Because it's all like, yeah, let's lift up their morale. Let's just vote for them because the audience is gonna like this. But then they compromise the integrity of how to judge. Yeah, I think maybe judges should be anonymous and just pick a winner or a loser, and nobody knows who the judges are, so they could judge fairly. Because I honestly, a lot of people, a lot of judges are soft, straight up soft. You know, if the crowd is going in one way, and you could be in front of a crowd of a group of people that don't understand what it is, what a transition is, and how it's supposed to flow, and how, you know, just like if for some reason you do a head spin, how you land, you know, did you mess up or did you cover it? You know, and the thing is that if the audience doesn't know, and the judges, and they're clapping, and the judges feel pressured, they shouldn't be hired. They shouldn't, because look at boxing. You know, the judges don't catch beef, because nobody knows who the judges are. They have no names, basically. You know, you find out who they are like after a long career, and then they get like 10 bells when they die, you know, because they had a great career or something. But it's really, I think a lot has to do with the promoters. Like, yo, what's your criteria for judging? If you're going to judge my event, or give them a criteria, or are you going to have a problem because we have kids today, and if the kid isn't really better, and the audience is going for that kid, are you still going to give the person the win that deserved it, no matter what the crowd does when it comes to them booing? The UK is the ultimate champs in booing. I went through that for years, but you know what? I think the crowd in the UK is a lot better than when the UK champs started, because they used to boo all the decisions out there. If you weren't from the UK, it's just like you lost and that's it. You know, so we just need more qualified promoters and judges.
Because of the judging, the battle system, the judging system, why they don't try to do the judging system from R16 or something like that? Because there the judges just have to get points for the art of.
You would have to agree with the system first. You know what my judging system is? And I don't like this. You know, it's like, was that person better? People just need, you know, it's not that difficult to judge this dance. And sometimes when you have
If you have as much experience as
but even then, and you just have to have a technique about it too, and say, okay, well, I know it's gonna be Morris and Lilu. This is gonna be a dope battle. So it may come down to not what was great that they did, but that little mistake that they made. And then if it's really a tie, you know how I break a tie, especially when you have like you're short on time, and you know it really isn't gonna get that much better. Who came dressed the freshest? Who came really to represent? You know, I don't think, honestly, a judging system really has to boil down to, okay, you know, the person's event, what they're looking for. And I think promoters should set a criteria, or judges should sit down with each other and say, okay, what are we doing together? Putting agendas to the side, you know, and really have an understanding of how they're voting. Look, when I was hosting the UK champs, and I'm not gonna even name the dude, but he was sitting on the stage, and next to him was his girlfriend. So I go for the scores, and I'm talking to him. I'm him looking down. I'm saying, yo, who won? He goes, hold on. He starts talking to his girlfriend to help him figure out who won. What? Yes. And he's from a UK legendary crew, and he still had to reach over to his girlfriend to help him. She shouldn't have been on stage anyway, but that's another story.
I think it has to do with the promoters, man. The organizers, you need to know what you're looking for. You need to talk.
But we never put the pressure on them before. So, you know, a lot of this is a lot of trial and error and ignorance on our part too, as promoters, because I'm a promoter as well, and you know, I judge and I host whatever. But this is all stuff that, you know, conversation can make better, and this isn't to really throw the promoters and judges under a bus. I'm just saying these are the things that I noticed, and these are the things that we could all suggest as a community for change, without having to be like, you're an asshole as a promoter, man, because it doesn't. No, how about, yo, let's try to work this out where we all can be on the same page and make everyone leave happy.
So how would you suggest to fix that? Like, do you do interviews with your judges, or do you set rules before you start?
I think it could be a combination of both. Because maybe the promoter has some really weird rules that B-boy is going to be like, oh, that's just dumb. You know, a B-boy should just feel like all they have to do is go there and represent the art form to the best of their ability, as opposed to, oh, well, I know this judge is going to be on, so I better not do too much footwork. I'll just do my power because I know he just hates footwork, or he can't do footwork anyway, so he's not really going to judge it. That's true. But then you have people that are too obsessive about foundation. Both sides can be really annoying.
Cool. And there's another question.
For legs, what are your prerequisites for being a qualified judge for like a big event?
One of them is that you gotta have tough skin, man. And no matter what's going on out there, you have to remember that it's what you do affects the integrity of the art form and how people approach their next practice session. Because the way you judge may discourage someone, because they may think that, well, okay, I thought I was supposed to dance, but I obviously don't, because these judges don't care. So I would say, as a judge, you need to put all personal feelings aside, because a lot of people battle each other. Like, I may be judging someone that I battled. Can I actually select this person to win fairly if they deserve to win? Or am I going to be like, oh, fuck that dude, he touched me when we were battling that time. I'm going to get him back now. People do dumb shit like that. You know, it's like people have to say, I love this art form so much, I'm going to respect what happens on the floor and judge properly. Because, number one, people paid money to come in. Number two, I just love it so much. You know, and this gave so much to me in my life that I'm going to give back to it by doing the right thing by it. And not to say that people won't make mistakes. Judges make mistakes. especially when they're drinking and judging. That's a whole other thing.
How about experience and skills?
I think there should be a certain amount of experience in many areas, from understanding what it is to compete and to train to compete. Because if you don't understand what it takes, you're never going to realize the level of difficulty of certain moves, whether they're transitions or blow-ups or power. You're never going to understand when someone kind of does something unorthodox, which is really like, maybe it might be more of a dancer's move as opposed to the audience even understanding it. You need to understand levels of difficulty that are kind of like subdued, you know? As opposed to the big moves that are like obvious, okay, but then they crashed after.
Cool. Just to sort of like see if because these are such elaborate speakers and there's so much experience. So
thank you.
I think we're all like, you know, no, for real. Because we sort of, what I wanted to do with this panel, because we're still staring at the title of longevity and dancing, I think we accomplished that pretty much. We covered the basis on, I mean, we can talk for hours, but we pretty much got an idea of your route from when you started to where you are now and why you're actually still here. And also what your take is on you know, the things you should keep in mind on education and very heavy stuff actually. And also we looked at the Terra thing and we got some good things out of that. So if there's no questions on these subjects, since we have till 8 or till... Yeah, because judging is not part of this freaking talk, so that's what I say. But
important.
Basically what I wanted to say is we can continue on that subject, and the people that just walked in, you know, we closed the subject of longevity pretty much, but we're still here talking on on judging. So because I'm totally cool with that, but then as long as we all realize it, and then it's not gonna be people like, yeah, the half of the freaking talk show was about judging, because then because then can we continue?
A little bit different, because I was wondering why b-boy judges never give props.
You see, people leave because we closed the subject. Cool. Bye. Thanks. Thank you. Sorry again. I was a bit. Yeah. Today, crew battle.
Why b-boy judges never give props? Like,
so.
Dope set or something else.
What do you mean? As they're judging?
Yeah.
I never give props. Because you know why? I feel that if I focus on like, oh, and the other person comes out when I should be focused on them, I'm doing that person a disservice because I'm all caught up emotionally over what you were able to do to me. So I feel that every b-boy, b-girl that goes out deserves my full attention. It's very rare when someone does something that makes me get out of what I'm supposed to be doing, you know, as a job. I feel like it's better for me to just stay focused. Stay focused. Give it my all. Understand everything that went well and went wrong. I think the best props that I could give you is my 100% attention as to what you're doing. You know? Yo, because I see dudes that are judging like, oh, and then they miss the move. Yeah. And moves happen fast. We do like 30 moves in like 30 seconds. You know?
Okay, but that's a very big Because no, sorry, like I just wanna. I've been judging the 7 to Smoke yesterday, and I might just be a bit immature when it comes to that. But no, for real, I don't know. But like when I'm there, I'm so much into it that I'm also feeling the music. And if somebody like I'll probably not be sitting still. I see dudes just really sitting still, and I cannot believe it. Like for me, that it's a bit comes a bit. I think it touches on that too, because there's these people with these long faces, and they won't give props. I will not be raising my hand or pointing him out and say, yo, you saw that? Wow. But I still will be like, you know, when I see something, I'll be, and look at Focus Face. He will do the same when he's watching footwork. He'll be like, whoa, damn. You know, he will, but he will not be distracted because he's focused. Yeah. But anyway.
That was a good joke, my friend. That was a good joke.
Yeah.
Not the sleep one.
Anyway, so yeah.
He brought it back. He brought it back.
We're getting live in it. Now, anyway, but then again, you also come from an era where, as far as I understood it with tough love, you will only get this head nod from your peers if you would actually be.
I'm that kind of person that when it's over and I've done my job, I can go give you some love. And if I feel that you got jerked, I'll go up to you and tell you, yo, I thought you won. Straight up. I do that all the time. I don't give a shit. You know? I always give all B-boys props, but when I'm there to be a judge, I'm not there to give props. Your props will be if I select you because you won. You know? If I select you, I gave you all of my attention. And that's what you deserve. Your hard work deserves my attention.
Cool. Then again, sorry to, again, you know, start a discussion, but there's a flip side to that, and that's basically that I feel, or that's something that I changed in my way of judging. Not this panel is totally not about me, but no, I know. But no, like when I judged with Po One, and I noticed how many notes he writes down about mistakes and whatever, that made him able to, whenever people come up to him, and then a lot of people come up to Po, trust me, because he's that kind of guy that you come up to, and he will give you some advice. He will be able to just say, yo, you know that one run you did, the second run you did, that thread, you missed your thread, you know, you missed your... He would know. And that just opened my eyes, because I had this thing, like, I'm hired to pick a winner, which sort of like forces you to sort of only look at who's better, and then forget about the guy who's losing. Because like you said, he doesn't deserve your attention or whatever.
No, I didn't say he doesn't deserve my attention.
He just didn't cut it.
He just didn't win.
Right.
He got my attention. That's why he lost.
Yeah, but guess what? That's the people that come up to you. The guys that lose, that's the people that come up to me, at least. The winner usually doesn't come. Like, yo,
but those are sore losers, unless they got jerked.
No, it's not sore
unless
losers.
they got jerked.
I'm thinking, but okay, this is interesting. We're in a discussion right here. This is interesting. Anyways, no, like my vision on that, and that's just something we can discuss about. But I think since we created this system where there's judges, because before you dance for yourself, like who cares what people think about your art, right? But as soon as you actually enter a battle, you should take advantage of the fact that there's people with, you hope, pretty good opinions that they actually can defend. That and that knowledge on which they base their opinions, you should take advantage.
I agree.
And you should get that feedback, and you should actually ask them, yo, why did you make me lose? And they should be able to justify that.
But you know what? When you are focused on judging 30 battles,
it's hard.
and
it's hard.
Someone in a crew battle of 30 crews wants you to remember, after watching, what is that, 30 times 5 times how many rounds times how many whatever. And the thing is, to me, it's this simple. I'm straight up honest. I'm like, yo, honestly, I don't remember. You want to show me the video, look at it again, I'm sure I'll remember and I'll tell you on the spot. I'm not against it, but judging, your job as a judge isn't to give a seminar or a workshop right after you finish judging 30 battles. You know, because it's very unfair. People need to realize that, we've been on stage all day. The promoter didn't bring us any food.
Bye, John.
We're thirsty as hell. I gotta go to the bathroom. You know, all these things, we want to get out too. And one person is like, I just want to know what's wrong with me. I don't care if you tell anyone else.
Ah, true then. Yeah,
it just has. I think it should be fair. That's all. You should. But it's very odd to set precedents like that as judges, where you don't have that in any form of competition. Look throughout sports. Since when do people? People get fined for stuff like that in sports, like for harassing a judge or a referee. You could be suspended for things like that, because it sets a precedent and it sets a trend, and it just causes more and more problems, which brings us back to, we hope that the promoter establish a decent criteria and a decent judges, so that the people know that, you know what, all right, those are great judges. I'm going to have to just look at the tape myself and see if I can recognize what I did. And if this guy gives me the time of day to help me out, even better. because that's a lot of people coming up to us. Swifty.
You pretty much answered, but I haven't heard from Renegade. I wanted to know what his thoughts are on people approaching.
He's scratching his nose on the mic right now.
Just for
Again?
people actually approaching judges, because in my opinion, it's if you lose, you lose. Whatever, you know, if you lost because you didn't like your shoes, you lost. Who cares? But what do you think, Renegade, for people approaching you as a judge afterwards?
I don't care, bro.
There you go. Thank you.
Listen, I've got time for anyone. Winners, losers, abusers. Maybe not abusers. But I disagree slightly with Legs on that issue. When I'm judging, my responsibility is for like for everything. So if winners come and they want to ask what they could do to improve or whatever, then I'll answer. If the losers come and I remember, they show me the video or whatever, I'll tell them what I think is wrong with their shit. So if it takes an hour, I don't give a shit. I don't care. I'm there for the day. I'm getting paid for the day.
Sweet man.
You're very nice.
Yes.
I want the culture to, maybe I'll spoil it a bit, I don't know, but I want to help to educate, because really they're just there for my entertainment, so I want them to be dope so they can entertain me. That's it, really.
Okay, cool. I feel like
they're there to win
and entertain me while they win or lose.
Yeah, no, sorry. I feel like it's time to sort of like move out of this black hole and go out to the festival. We're sitting in here all day. Nah, because, you know, we're all missing something.
That's an hour.
So, do you guys have any closing comments?
Longevity in dancing. Everyone should look at fitness, nutrition, and the other stuff that's the other side of longevity, because it knocks the shit out of your body.
Your skin is so good.
It's virgin's blood. But
what do you say?
Virgin's blood.
Oh.
I'm a serial killer. But y'all they filming this?
Yes.
No. They need to look at the physical, because Wiggs, yourself, ankle, Wiggs, knees, myself, knee right now, for some strange reason. But like educate yourself on glucosamine or whatever nutrition, conditioning, stretching, all of these things that will help you to dance to a ripe old age. That's the more serious side of being long in this game, because it knocks the shit out of you, really.
Yeah, I would say know when to reinvent yourself. We all don't stay dope by not, you know, just with the same stuff. We don't stay on people's minds with the same moves. You know, unless you're a game changer and you've done something that has spread worldwide, you're gonna have to keep reinventing yourself. And that is, I think, as far as the physical thing to do, that's what you have to do. And part of, you know, that would be like a whole workshop in itself, you know. And sometimes you have to force yourself. When you're reinventing yourself, force yourself to not do what your habits already are when you're practicing. You know, that's, you know, those safety moves, that certain way you always go down, that certain way you always top rock. If you're gonna do a 6-step, take it 1, 2, 3, then where 4 would go, make 4 go a different direction. Learn your different doorways for creating. That's just on the B-boy tip.
I actually want to ask an extra question about that. Did you get more creative?
What?
Did you get more creative?
Yeah, but it just hurts more that I'm older. I think I'm more creative now, so what I do is I just give the moves to my crew.
Okay.
You know, so I just love being creative, man. I'm very fortunate to be able to look at somebody and see the possibility of a move. That's like, if there's any gift, my gift is how I could help someone else, because I've helped. I mean, when Technique came into Rocksteady, I basically helped Technique recreate himself. And I don't know if people remember how Technique was before, but he didn't have any footwork, you know. But we still made sure that Technique. And he's not in Rocksteady anymore, but I made sure that he still looked like Technique, not me. So that's what I'm good with.
Cool. Well, enjoy the rest of the festival. The music is still the message, so enjoy good music. And thanks all for attending, for the questions.
Who's a great moderator right here?
Thank you.
I know you. Shut your mouth.
Get near enough to make